Hi, this is Crystal Higgins, and I have with me Joshua Doyle, and we're here to go over our project about steganography and steganalysis. Just as a review, steganography is the art of hiding information, and steganalysis is the opposite, which is uncovering hidden messages. And our motivation behind this project was to try and detect differences in a stego image and compare it to its original image and to see the differences. So for our experiments, we used the same cover file. It was a JPEG image. And we came up with 3 different scenarios. The first being use a text file, which is simple string meet me in Moab. And the second scenario for that to be used to be embedded within the cover file is a WAV file, and just when you play it, it's just a duck quack sound. And then scenario 3 is a JPEG image file. So we're going to put a JPEG inside of a, and from here, I'll let Joshua talk about the design.
Yep, so the design of this is we're just taking an image and then we're putting it inside of another image. So in this case, we took the JPEG image, which is this forest, and then we put it into this delicate arch image to create a steganography image. And then from there, we extracted that information. And what I want to do now is share that information or share the process that we use to do that. All right, so we have our images on the left, and then type a command. Then drag the file. Actually, I need to add embed actually. And then we add the cover file to it, which is our delicate arch. And then after we add the cover file, I like to add a password. All right. Now we have this, that it's embedded the file. Once it's been embedded, then we can also extract that information, and we just instead of embedding, we're extracting. And let's not forget my space. And then we have to enter our password in. And then the file has been extracted. And so that's kind of how we do the file embedding and then the file extracting of those. Then once we've embedded those files, we have a couple different options of testing them. So we used the steganography tools that we used were the RGBA data, and that's from the stegonline.georgeom.net. We used a histogram with Pine Tools. Then we did pixel by pixel, which is an online imagecomparison.com is what we use there. RGB data, RGBA, is just using the opacity of the colors. So it has the color data, but then this registers and the opacity of it, so how transparent an image is. And you can kind of see the difference across some of these where they change this. It looks similar, but then you get to some of them where they're going to be different across the different files. Then the other one that we use is a histogram. And then when we use the histogram, we used Pine Tools, which is an online tool as well. And this is where we just take an image, such as this one, which is the delicate art, and then we generate the histogram for that. And then we compare that histogram with the original file, which is where you got the original one there that we showed you just a second ago. So we have the cover file and then the text file. Cover file, wave file, and there's a slight difference in the valleys here. And then we did pixel by pixel, and the pixel by pixel, we used online image comparison tool. In this, you just drag and drop an image, and then we're setting the fuzz to 1 so that it gives us the most accurate representation, or it gives us the most dots. Then you just hit compare, let it do its thing, and then it pulls out the image, and all the little red spots are the different bits of information that have changed within the original image. And then this is the WAV file, and then the JPEG file. And the JPEG and the WAV file had quite a bit more information, so there were more pixels that were changed. And then that's what we do, is we just get the extraction information, and I'll hand it back over to Crystal.
So in conclusion, throughout this project, we learned about several different cybersecurity concepts more in depth, and they were steganography and Steganalysis, cryptography through the use of encryption and decryption of the password as we use the StegHide tool, and also about web security. You know, it's an issue, and also about web security. So future work, we could set up a payload file in an attempt to gain access to one's computer or a server. So if we could actually embed an executable file inside of an image, get that to run, that would be a nice experience. So in conclusion, we discovered that it is possible, just have to know where to look. Thank you.